This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 1, and it reads, "It is not expedient for me, doubtless, to glory. I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord." Verse 2, "I knew a man in Yahushua Mashiach above 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. Yahweh knoweth. Such and one caught up in the third heaven." Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, our praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Makah, Kodash, Brakatham. Double honor shall go to apostles, elders, and bishops, the great millstone, to continue to teach and to rule well. Shalom to the Akims, the great millstone, the like-minded camps, and individuals who continue to teach as one body, who continue to be out on the highways and byways, risking their lives for the greater good. And also shalom to the sincere Aquas, who continuously learning in silence as the Holy Scriptures have commanded for you to do so. This is Azariah Gabar, representing the King is Coming channel, back at it with another lesson for edification purposes. All right. So, this yet sanctioned lesson for today is going to be named or called Multiple Heavens. Excuse me, Salakia, because Christianity has falsely taught all these years that you had only one heaven in the clouds and you only had one hell under the earth, okay? And that's simply not supported in the scriptures, okay? Because you got more than one heaven. And I'm going to prove that. Because, like I mentioned, in 2 Corinthians, you got the third heaven. And so the third heaven, that's where everyone goes. All right? The wicked as well as the righteous beings. Everybody goes up to this particular heaven, the third heaven. All right? So there's a scripture that supports that. And I'm just roughly paraphrasing right now. That all souls belong to the Lord. All of them. Okay? So Ezekiel 18:4 says it. "Behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die." Okay? So there you go. All souls belong to the Lord. And all those souls ascend to the third heaven. All right? So we're going to move on to Psalms 19:1. And it reads, "To the chief musician, a psalm of David, the heavens declared the glory of Yahweh, and the firmament showed his handiwork." All right. So there go that word, heavens, plural, more than one. Okay. With an S. Like I mentioned, multiple heavens. All right. So moving on to Jeremiah 32:17, and it reads, "Ah, Lord Yahweh, behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth by thy great power and stretched out arm, and there is nothing too hard for thee." Verse 18, "Thou showest loving kindness unto thousands, and recompense the iniquity of the fathers into the bosom of their children after them. The great and mighty Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, is his name." All right. So the concept of heaven and earth is going to be one and the same. Well, actually, it is right now. Because in this current state, this is Esau Edom's heaven and earth. All right? This is his heaven and his earth. Because remember, in the book of Job 9:24, I'm paraphrasing. It says the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, point blank. So this would be Esau, Edom's earth and heaven right now, but that's going to soon change. Y'all heard? Because when we go to the book of Revelation 4 and 1, and it reads, after this I looked, and behold, the door was opened in heaven, and the first voice which I heard was as it were of a trumpet talking to me, which said, come up hither, and I will show thee things which must be hereafter. Verse 2. And immediately I was in the spirit, and behold, the throne was set in heaven, and one sat on the throne. And that one would be Yahushua Mashiach. Verse 3. And he that sat was to look upon like a jasper and a sardine stone, and there was a rainbow round about the throne in sight like unto an emerald. Verse 4. And round about the throne were 24 seats, and upon the seats I saw 24 elders sitting, clothed in white raiment, and they had on their heads crowns of gold. Verse 5. And out of the throne proceeded lightnings and thunderings and voices, and there were 7 lamps of fire burning before the throne, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh. Verse 6. And before the throne there was a sea of glass like unto crystal, and in the midst of the throne and round about the throne were 4 beasts full of eyes before and behind. Verse 7. And the first beast was like a lion, the second beast like a calf, and the third beast had a face as a man, and the fourth beast was like a flying eagle. Verse 8. And the 4 beasts had each of them 6 wings about him, and they were full of eyes within, and they rest not day and night, saying, Holy, 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 Lord Yahweh Almighty, which was and is to come. Woo! So this to me is the ultimate heaven, the heaven of heavens. Okay? Right now. So there you go. That's the spiritual heaven we're talking about, the ultimate of the spiritual heavens. But like I mentioned, that's going to change, because we're going to go to the book of Matthew 24:33, and Yahushua Mashiach says this. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. And here's the point. Verse 34. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. And what are all these things to be fulfilled? None other than the prophecies. In verse 35, here's the point. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. All right. So this is clearly Esau, Edom that he's talking about. Because like I mentioned, this is his heaven and earth, which shall pass away via the nuclear destruction and the laser beams from the chariots. But his words shall not pass away. They're going to be here forever and ever. All right. So, Revelation 21 and 1, it reads, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. There you go again. That's Esau, Edom. And there was no more sea. Verse 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay? So, for time constraints, I'm going to go to verse 21 in Revelation 21, and it reads, and the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. Woo! Right? So there you go. There you go. So I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I know that this surely cannot come soon enough for me. All right? Because this is a must. All right? It has to be done. But before this comes about, Esau Edom's heaven and earth has to pass away first to be ushered out for the pearly gates of the New Jerusalem be ushered in. All right? So this is what I'm waiting for. Point blank. Again, the kingdom of heaven, like Yahweh Shai Mashiach said, is near, is at hand. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right? So it's almost here. It's almost here. You heard? So with that, all praises, honor, and the glory shall go to Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Ba'asham, Makah Kodash Bakadam, Kwam Yasharala, Rise Israel. And as always, Lord willing, on to the next video. Shalom.